Hey everybody, Jason here from day 3 of our COVID confinement. I started my day at like 7:30 in the morning and was quickly playing football, inside with my 3-year-old son and had some records on and I was listening to one of my favorite records, which should be yours as well. George Harrison's All Things Must Pass, his first solo record since the Beatles breakup. And his song Isn't It a Pity came on, and I just love that song. And I was listening to that song, and I thought, man, it's really quite simple in a lot of ways, and it would be a fun project to maybe teach you guys, because a lot of you, pretty much anybody, can play it. But first thing is, you got to pick up this album. It's so good. Recorded in 1970, although I think Isn't It a Pity was written before that when George was with the Beatles, but they didn't like the song enough or something to put it on a Beatles album. I don't know why. Anyways, pick up the album. You got Ringo on it, Eric Clapton, Klaus Voormann playing bass, an amazing crew of musicians playing on this record. So be sure to pick it up. And I don't know, I kind of miss seeing you guys and playing with you and teaching. So let's just give it a shot and try and do some jamming on this song in my home studio. All right, let's give it a try. So there's pretty much 3 chords to this song. Kind of 4, but 2 of those are somewhat similar. So the song is in G, so the first chord is G. The next chord, the second chord, sometimes it's a G diminished chord, which I guess we can get into in a later video, and sometimes it's an A7 chord. I'm going to work with A7 now because most of you probably can figure that one out a little bit easier than a G diminished. So you have a G, you have an A7, and then your third chord is a C. That's it. Pretty simple, right? Let's play it on a couple different instruments now. All right, so there's 3 chords in this song, but it's a 4-chord cycle. Okay, so we're starting and ending with G. So the chord cycle is G, A7, C, G. And then it starts again, G, A7, C, G. Okay, so on guitar. Got an acoustic here. I'm not going to go through how to play a G chord. There are so many guys online that'll teach you how to play a G chord. We're just here to learn how to play the song and have some fun. So G, you can find it. A7 is like your A chord, which is this, but you take off your middle finger, so it's only a 2-note chord. It's a bit like that, if you can see that, but find it again. A7, and then you have a C, and then you have a G. So that's your cycle. Then again, G, A7, C, G. Simple. All right, the bass. Simple. I mean, not simple to play like Klaus Voormann, but relatively simple in terms of notes. Especially since a lot of the song, bass is playing 1 note. He's playing a G. That's what we call a bass pedal. That's one of the coolest things about this song. It's what it creates some of the interesting tension in the chords, is that your bass player is chunking away on a G underneath a lot of those chords. So you can just do that. It's your G note, 3rd fret in the E string. You can can also play the individual chords. So we've got G, A, C, G, and again, G, A, C, G. So you can alternate between those two, playing the pedal for a while, and then at some point starting to play the notes on the chord. Cool. All right, to the piano. My first instrument. Still, I think, my favorite instrument. So, you can't really see my hands too well, I understand that, but a G chord we can just start with. Triads, G, B, D. Right? And if we do inversions, if we reorganize those notes, we can get some of the actual inversions they're playing in the song. So we have a G triad, an A7, that's a seventh chord. I'll make a separate video on seventh chords because seventh chords are everything. A7, A, C sharp, E, G. 4 notes in that one. A in the bass, C, C, E, G, and then back to G. So if you play them all in root position, which means your root note of the chord is in the bottom, G, G, B, D, A7, C, jam out on the piano a little bit, and you guys should jam with me. Drums, find some cushions, find your drumsticks. Boom, get, boom, boom, get, boom. Guys, super straightforward. Guitar, bass, you know the parts. Vocals, find the lyrics. It's a beautiful song to sing. And let's just like jam on it for a little bit. All right, cool. All right. Family jam time. Get your instruments, get your voices, get your lyrics. So, G, A7, C, G. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. A7, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Pompier. Well, that was fun. I miss playing with you guys, but maybe this is something. Cool. Do it every day. Isn't it a pity? Start your day with that. It's going to make it all better. Stay safe, everybody. Wash the hands and listen to records.